What is going on, my YouTube friends and all my Patreon friends, all my REN friends, man? Is there like a group name? We got like a fan club name or something? I'd love to know. Man. What's going on, man? I was late to this one because I had to take care of my own mental health. Y'all are a pretty cool crew. I have no idea what the song is going to be about. I just assume it's going to be heavy, and I could not bring myself to do it before this. But I'm feeling real good, man. I had a great day, had a great weekend. Feeling real good. I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm assuming it's going to be heavy. I don't want to like play that down. I'm just in a place where I can hear it now. But anyways, I appreciate y'all hanging out. If y'all want to come hang out on the Patreon, send me some requests. I got the link in the description box. If you want to hang out here on YouTube, hit that notification bell. Hit that subscribe button. Help a guy out. I see Ren's almost at 1 million now. Come on, man. Let's watch this. This beat is wild, man. It's got like the bass sounds like it's maybe reversed, and this sounds like such a REN guitar line too. Like I can just see him like finger picking this in a dark alley or something, you know? Sorry, the 808 or something has a reverse on it, and then I think it's a guitar that he's playing. It's just like got all the high ends and everything cut off, so it's like this low section. I think. Let's turn it up.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide. I'm so
oh man, like the melody is just, it's so melodic. I don't know. It's really fitting, man. Like it's a really nice melody that he's found for this like beat that he's probably created for himself, man. And in like modern production, I really appreciate the low mix of the voice, like having the low presence. And I think he sings into like a 7B, so it probably sounds really nice and resonant down there. But it's a nice appreciation. You don't find that in a lot of male vocal voices, especially in like recordings. But it seems like the modern kind of approach is going towards that. I also like, I understand so far it sounds like he's speaking about a theme and repeating the word three times. It's like, it's driving that point home, I think, right? I think that's kind of what the point of that is from the writing perspective. But we're early. We're real early.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide. I'm so.
And his like approach to the like, it never. It almost feels like it's a really falsetto mixed voice, or falsetto pushed, I guess, or like the ratio of like your head voice to your chest voice. It almost seems like it's more falsetto-y, which I think is like kind of a control thing, because especially when I'm tracking, I seem to mix my vocal like quieter in my headphones for some reason, and I over sing a lot. So I think this is like kind of showing his comfort ability in this studio scenario too, right? From like the actual the vocal take, right?
Never really felt like the right time. Suicide.
Like it's full and it's rich still, but like it's got this nice, it's not breathy, but it's like almost got airiness to at the top notes, and then the walk down the scale it's really nice, man. It's like a really consistent tonality to all the pitches. Man, we're only 30 seconds in here.
It never really felt like the right time. Suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
Man, I like it because it's almost got like punches, like punchlines, like rap punchlines. And it sounds like he's playing like a lot of common themes, I think, from Animal Flow as well. Like the pig thing is one of them, but the sleepless nights, counting sheep, like some of these references as well feel like they were probably written around the similar time, or maybe some kind of similar, like, or I guess synergy for maybe a record release or something. I'm trying to catch all the words. That's why I'm spending so much time with it. I just want to make sure I get all the parts.
Treading on the tracks in the nighttime. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Treading on the tracks in the nighttime. It never really felt like the right time. Like train tracks, you know, this is common themes, right?
It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber.
See, like a punch, my skin felt counterfeit. Like fake, man-made, created, right? Silicone or rubber, right?
Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister, dig deep bubble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister, dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
Oh man, we're gonna get into this too. Ren is a killer. Ren is a killer. So you're supposed to, if you have like say 4 bars, let's do this. If you have 4 bars, you kind of want the first 2 to be one way and the second 2 to be another way, so that there's some dynamic growth. It's like a roller coaster, right? And I think he's using like this ambient vocal that we kind of got like a taste of in the beginning. It almost feels like a little like chanty, or maybe like it's giving me vibes of this like indigenous event I went to for my Canadian friends up here not long ago, with the chants and like the singing and stuff. But he's adding in this like cathedral reverb behind him in the second half of this section of the verse, right? And that's that roller coaster, man. It's a unique way of building that too.
Suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
And like the cadence, the flow, everything is fantastic. And it was 4 bars of like the dry, clean vocal, quote unquote, and then 4 of like the cathedral vocal, right? And that's, so you have 2, like a section that you're splitting up and you're making interesting by letting it grow, right? So I love it. I love it.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
See, and then same thing, like you have this big choir, like this like like they're almost, well, they are harmonies, but like this harmonics kind of thing going on, and it all drops off. Even the beat like closes off for him to do the, you know what I mean, the 3 lines, right?
Never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless, my mother.
So, oh man, that was hard. He was talking about being 6 feet deep and he can't eat and his body purges, right? He's talking about being sick here. Like, tough, man, tough. This is some wild writing.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy.
Bitten by a tick boy is the Lyme disease, right? Wow, man, wow. Come on, man, come on, man.
Right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip.
Washed up and seasick. Narcissistic kid with a split lip. And like it seemed like I didn't talk about this, I wasn't gonna go all the way back, but in the first verse there was a section that seemed like he was kind of had this battle between 2 sides, right? And he was even talking about like some say, I think it was sadistic, some say whatever the other side of it was, right? But I think he's kind of touching on some of that here.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless, my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour.
so smooth.
Up and seasick, masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armor.
I don't see, this is where it makes it tough being like a first time reaction, because I don't know enough about the family situation to really know what he's talking about here. And I don't want to project. I don't want to say that this is what he said. I should almost have the lyrics, but it sounded like he said, useless my mother's. And then he was talking about something about like supper. Like, you know, he can't eat food. It doesn't do anything for him anyways. And then it sounded like he said, truth is my father. Something about karma, which I mean, could be like a backhanded compliment. It could be a praise. Like, I really don't know. Someone's gonna have to, if you could, maybe tag the 10-ish, 11-minute mark and let me know down below. I'd love to find out.
Father, you choose your karma. Don't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armor. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side.
Love
suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time.
It's like, you know, it'd be so easy to go, it never really felt like the right time. And you could do the reverse where it's full voice and then you go down to the mixed voice. But I like the character that this has, like where it's gentle up actually the whole way. It's never really felt like the right time. Like I really dig his intentionality behind that, or his decision behind choosing to sing it that way. I really like that.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. 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 It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes.
Oh man, I gotta pause it there. I gotta back it up. Is they kind of saluting his friend here? Because I know the situation, man, and that's like some heavy situations, especially like his role he played in that. I don't need to talk about that.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch.
Fibonacci sequences. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job.
And, you know, from the outside in, someone might say, oh man, this guy got lucky, you know, popped off to 1 million. Like, he's grown 300,000 since I've started reacting to him. Like, that's nuts, right? But like, if you know the story, man, like there's no luck. Like, there is no luck involved, man. Like, there is survival involved, right? Like, I wonder if that's a part of it. And he's saying he tried to cut that disdain part away from what
there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job.
A hatchet job, like, and you could, like, a hatchet is like an axe, but you can also like hatchet. It's more like a ratchet job, I guess, or like you can. Like a hack job, like with a hatchet, it's not good. Like, it's not a good clean cut. It's not like it's like for chopping kindling and you just kind of swinging, right? Like, you're not actually getting like clean removals. It's not like a surgical procedure, right? That's what my takeaway is.
There's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not.
I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly, what it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility, only one movement to expose our fragility.
And all he wanted, man, was just to see, like, all he wanted was to see him in this river, right? And just be able to do something. I could not imagine how that feels, man.
Sometimes, vividly, what it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility, only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss...
Shout him out, man. Shout him out. Come on, one more.
And I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is to the day you jump, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hers. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd.
Fuck, man, fuck.
My brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hers. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd.
Fuck. Oh my god. Like... like how does he deliver like such a consistent and strong message, man? Like and like the tearing up thing, man, like you can't fake that. There's no faking that. And to leave that in a track, man, is bold. Like that is from my perspective, man, like I got more respect for that than like any tough talking, any of that like red pill fucking bullshit. Like this is the coolest shit I've seen in a minute, man. I'm beat up, man. I'm emotional, but I'm really, really glad I watched this. And I honestly don't know what to say. I mean, I spent 17 minutes on a 4-minute song. That last part was just beautiful, bro. Just beautiful. And like my concern, man, like if a friend of mine wrote this, I'd be like, I hope that this doesn't take away from like the amazing things you're doing, man. Like to think that he's caught up and held in that while going through everything that he went through, like amazing, man. Like selfless, obviously, bro. This is incredible. I gotta get off this before I start bawling like a little girl. I appreciate y'all, man. If I could give y'all a big hug, I would. Ren, buddy, if you watch this, same deal, man. Bye for now.